Okay, so now we've talked about your favorite team. Let's talk about my favorite team, the team which I support, KKR.
Mhm.
Um, KKR have lost two matches straight after a really strong start. They're 3 wins, 3 losses right now. And what do you assess about their current performance? How does their team look in general? And do you think these two straight losses have been a significant worry for KKR?
Um, I still think KKR is a definitely playoff material. I don't think there's any doubt, and that's just because of their Caribbean contingent. We talk about the Indian contingent a lot. Their Caribbean contingent. Russell is firing once again. We talked about it last week as well. Um, and obviously you have Sunil Narayan, who they played him in a really weird spot. They played him at like I think it was 4 or 3. They played him up, but not like opening. We talked about how he should open in the last episode, guys. Go watch it. Um, we talked about how we thought Narayan should open instead of Ajinkya Rahane. Instead, they did the usual. They dropped. They brought in Aaron Finch, which we warned against, and they played like Narayan at 4, which is a 3 or 4. I don't exactly remember, which was a strange choice. Uh, but no, I don't think this is an actual cause of worry. I think they need to just sort out their batting order. The Ayers need to fire a bit. Venki and Shreyas Iyer, they need to fire. Um, and yeah, I think KKR is still looking like a fairly solid team. What do you think as a KKR fan?
Yeah, I mean those two losses were disappointing. Our batting has let us down. Our bowling has let us down also. But yeah, I agree with what you said. Our two West Indian, uh, Russell and Narayan, those guys are doing really well.
Hmm.
Narayan's economy this tournament has been 5 runs per over, which is fantastic. Best this season. His economy is the best in the IPL period. But he's just an amazing bowler. Even though he's not taking the wickets, he's choking down the opposition batting and strangling them for runs. Um, Russell also, he's been finishing great. Even the last game, he was a great finisher. Got us a quick 45 or 44, 46, something around that. Um, and against Sunrisers, and he's just been performing again. He even did decently well with the ball, picking up a couple of wickets. So those two are definitely carrying us like they always carry us, like they've been carrying us for the past 10 years or so. But we're not new to that. It's normal for us. But yeah, is it time for Narayan to open? Because they've obviously got rid of Rahane. I don't think he's coming back. They've got Aaron Finch. I have a feeling they'll play him a couple more games,
Yeah.
but he's scared of the new ball because it swings and he gets LBW every time. Uh, and as an opener, you can't really be scared of the new ball. That's not a trait you should have as an opener. So hopefully he does well. I still have my doubts about him, but I'll back him. But I think the first chance they try to bring someone else, it needs to be Narayan opening. Um,
Yes. And okay,
yeah,
say Narayan doesn't open. Does he play at 4 or like 3 like he played in this game, or do you keep him at 6, 7?
I think there's no point of Narayan batting anywhere if he's not opening.
Mhm.
Like, why waste him at 4 or something? Use him when the power play is there, when the fielders are inside the circle, so he can take advantage and just randomly swing, get some boundaries. 4, 7 doesn't really make a difference. He'll maybe hit a couple boundaries and he'll get out. So
Yeah.
just let the normal batsmen come in and not have wicket pressure on them, because Narayan will get out inside 5 balls if he
Yes.
doesn't open. Um, yeah, so that's been a trouble for KKR, but but another big trouble for them is Pat Cummins. He's bowled uh, 11 point something overs, 11.3 or 4 overs, and he's given 140 runs and just taken 3 wickets. For the number one test bowler in the world, that's a bit too many runs. Do you think it's
Yes.
time for them to think about Saudi?
No. No. See, the thing about this, you like a similar question, obviously, with Moeen. Um, with these foreign players, the thing is their potential is so much higher than just getting a temporary replacement. The what Moeen could do and what we've seen him do for CSK is, I think, a far greater asset than what Conway could do. And similarly, we just saw. Okay, so your proposal Saudi in for, you're saying drop Finch, push Narayan up and get in Saudi. Or are you saying in place of Cummins?
Either in place of Cummins or just in place of maybe Sam Billings, who didn't play last game because of an illness, but like just there to add extra support to that bowling unit. Because Pat
Okay,
Cummins,
yeah,
yeah,
definitely
does a lot
not.
of the bat too.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely not Cummins. He's definitely not a replacement for Cummins. As you said, Cummins has been expensive. Actually, this week we had a lot of pretty good players being expensive. Even Fizz was quite expensive. We'll get to that. But either way, yeah, there's no way he replaces Cummins. Last week, Cummins was our thumbnail because of because of his innings, and so that's definitely not going to happen. I wouldn't mind dropping. They won't do this yet, but I wouldn't mind dropping Aaron Finch, pushing Narayan up, getting Narayan at the top, and then you have an extra foreign spot, and then you bring in Saudi to help with the bowling. But I wouldn't do anything right now. I think for KKR, it's not a matter of what your team is. I think it's a matter of order, the batting order as we talked about, and it's a matter of just the players that you're backing performing. They should do a CSK and try to make as few changes as possible. Just back your players.
Yeah, yeah. So KK has been doing well with this, and the last few games they've had a bit of they've had some bad games, but according to you and me, they're still definitely in the race for the top four, right?
Yes.